Before you is an old oak door. And this is the doorway to Mary's Flower Apothecary, a place of great healing and great peace. A place to retreat in, away from the world, with time just for you. You open the door and step inside. And the first thing you are aware of is the most glorious perfume of every type of flower. And as you look around the apothecary, you see that the walls are lined with shelves filled with every type of flower petal. There are so many varieties here and so many colors. There are jars of roots of flowers as well. And there are jars of pollen and golden nectar. You see bottles filled with so many different flower essences of every color. There are crystals here and there as well, crystals of every type you could ever imagine. For the crystals are sometimes included in the remedies. There are remedies for everything in here. In the middle of the apothecary is a table, and there are jugs filled with fresh flowers. And as you take in everything here, you watch as the sun filters through the windows, creating the most wonderful golden light. And this golden light fills the apothecary. What a place of wonder and enchantment. As you turn to your left, you see that there is an old fireplace and a roaring fire. For this is where the magical teas are brewed over the fire in a cauldron. And next to the fire are two old armchairs. But as you look closer, you see that there is someone in one of them, and there, sitting before you, is Mother Mary, the great divine mother, the cosmic mother. And she stands up and comes to you, and she puts her arms around you, and she holds you like a mother would do. And you are filled with her love. So much love. It flows from her. Then she stands back and she speaks to you. Come and sit with me and tell me your story. Tell me about your sorrow and your pain, and of those things which are troubling you. Tell me everything. Share with me, and I will bring you healing remedies. Healing remedies for your body and for your emotions also. Come and sit with me. and pour out from your heart all those things you would like healing for. Healing for your physical body, healing for your heart. Tell me and share with me. Let us sit a while. Let us sit by the warmth of the fire and share with me. When you have shared with Mary, she takes hold of your hands and she tells you, everything will be all right. Now let me help you. And she goes to the shelves and she looks around until she finds what she is looking for. And she takes a jar from the shelf filled with dried petals and flowers. And she comes and puts some of those flowers into the cauldron and she adds water. And she brews up a tea for you, a healing tea. And when it is ready, she brings it to you and asks you to drink. And you drink from a wooden cup as she has poured the liquid into it. And you feel the healing tea moving through you. And you feel it moving the old energies. Anything which has been stuck within you, you feel it all begin to move. All the old energies move through you and everything begins to flow. And Mary tells you that this healing tea is now shifting all those things you have held on to, all those old emotions, and all the physical pain and discomfort. It's all now beginning to move. And you feel that happening within you. But then Mary explains to you, you are now ready for the next part of your healing. And she goes and brings back a different jar. And in this jar are roots of a different flower. And she takes one of the roots out of the jar and she puts it in your hands. And she asks you to sit and hold it. She puts the jar down and she sits with you. And she begins to tell you that this root will help you to uproot all those things you now need to release, those things which are now flowing within you. This root will now help you to release, for it will enable you to feel the root of all your problems. And you sit and you hold it, and you feel when you first felt the pain in your heart or the pain in your body, you remember, and you remember how you felt. And you speak to Mary of the pain. And a great feeling of release takes place within you. Or as you speak, you know that you are letting go. For all healing is only just letting go. Mother Mary smiles at you and she takes the root from your hands and she throws it on the fire and it burns and transforms into the most beautiful flames. She tells you that you are now ready for the final part of your healing. And she goes to the table where all the fresh flowers are. And she brings one special flower back to you. And she stands before you. And she places this flower in your heart. And she speaks to you. I place this flower into your heart, that you too may flower, as the healing vibrations from this beautiful flower fill your heart. A great opening and healing is taking place within you. And you feel the love from the flower towards you, for flowers are pure love. And you feel love for yourself, for you realize how far you have come and how much you have worked to find healing. And your heart is filled with love. And as the flower brings you healing in your heart, Mary begins to sing the most beautiful tune you have ever heard. It is so soft and melodious. And as she sings it, her vibrations ripple through your body and through your aura, and a great sense of peace and harmony descends upon you as you listen to her beautiful singing. When the singing stops, the vibrations are still within you. And Mary comes and stands before you, and she places her hands upon your heart. and a great surge of energy flows from her to you. And you feel yourself drifting into the most beautiful peace. And the golden sunlight which filters in through the windows becomes even more golden. And you're covered in the golden light. And you feel the warmth of the fire and the love of the great mother before you. And you feel loved and nurtured and cared for and held. For the great mother is now with you, and she will help you always. And her love will never cease. And as it flows from her to you, you are healed. You are healed. You are healed.